Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. I want to paint a scenario for you. You're at home, you're relaxing, it seems quieter in the house than usual. All of a sudden there's a knock at the door, you look through the peephole, and you see somebody who's official looking. Perhaps it's a police officer, perhaps it's somebody else, you're not sure. You open up the door and you say, "Yeah, can I help you?" And he says, "I have this for you," and he hands you something. You say, "Thank you," you sign there, he goes. You look at it and you realize it's divorce papers. Your wife is suing you for divorce. Now what do you do? Well, after you go through the initial shock of those papers, what you should do is look at the papers and see what it is. It should be a summons and a complaint for divorce, but it could also include temporary orders, things that the court have signed. It could include hearing dates for motions that are coming up. It could include a lot of things. After you assess what it is, you should immediately pick up the phone and call your lawyer. If you don't have one, get one. Call a lawyer. You want to go, if you don't know, you want to go online, find a lawyer in your area, Google one. You'll want to Google one that has a high rating of at least, you want to look for somebody at least 4.8 or more. And it should be someone who's had a lot of reviews. Ideally, you want to find somebody who hasn't had 5 or 10 reviews or 20 reviews, somebody who maybe has 100 reviews or 200 reviews or even more. Because remember, to keep a high ranking is pretty easy if you've only got 3 or 4 people evaluating. But if you've got a 4.7, a 4.8, a 4.9, if you've got numbers like that after 200 or 300 people have evaluated, that's a quality firm. Don't worry about the fact that they may have, a negative review here or there. You can't please everybody all the time. That's not the issue. The issue is overall whether or not that firm has had a good track record. You get somebody like that, you call them up, you tell them right off the bat, "I've been served with papers." Because what they're going to want to do is they're probably going to want to see them because they're going to want to assess how time sensitive your issue is. But you should be trying to get to speak to a lawyer immediately. You may call some firms and you won't get an opportunity to talk to a lawyer, but those are probably the kinds of firms that you should talk to. If they can't get you a lawyer right then and there, they should immediately set up a time so that you can speak to a lawyer, and it should be that day. It should be really within a few minutes. If that can't be arranged, it should certainly be that day. But if they can't get you to a lawyer within at least that time period of time, you're with the wrong firm. You got to move on to the next one. Once you get a person who you're talking to, you're going to explain to them what it is. They're going to want to see those papers, so you're going to have to arrange to email them to the office. You'll discuss and arrange what the retainer is, what the budget is for the project, and then they, of course, will go about the business of answering the pleadings, dealing with the papers, dealing with any potential motion dates that are coming up. They'll file papers on your behalf. If you're going to get a lawyer, do not file anything on your behalf. Why? Because you have no clue what you're doing. And even if you're a lawyer who practices business law and you think because you're a lawyer you know what to do, don't be so smart, okay? Give it to the people who do this for a living, because there are certain things that should be filed immediately. There's a strategy for when things should be filed, and your divorce lawyer is going to know that. Once you do that, you get him the papers, and you arrange for the firm to represent you. They, in turn, will file the appropriate answer, and then you'll go about the business of getting more involved in the litigation, determining what it is that your goals and objectives are for the case, and working toward those goals. If you have any questions, reach out, and of course, we'll be glad to help you out. If you've been served with papers, make sure when you reach out that you have them handy.